Hello everybody, and it's time for DuckTales! As any other kid born in the mid or late 90s or early 2000s, I also watched the DuckTales. However, it wasn't one of those shows that I was obsessed with. If it was on TV, I would casually watch it and enjoy it, but it wasn't something that I would wait on TV to come up or go and buy the DVD of. I was also familiar with the characters of Scrooge McDuck, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and Donald Duck from other Disney specials, perhaps Halloween specials. I really liked them as a kid, so I am familiar with these characters. So back in 2017, I heard that Disney XD uploaded the first episode of the DuckTales onto their YouTube channel, so I decided to check it out, expecting nothing good because I was like, yeah, it's a reboot of DuckTales. How good is it gonna be? But I was really wrong. And currently 2 seasons are out and the 3rd one is on its way, and I cannot wait for it. And today I want to share my thoughts and opinion on why I think that the new DuckTales are definitely worth your time. First thing is the animation, and here I think Disney did the best they could. They didn't go with the typical 3D modern animation, they went with the classic kind of retro looking comic book like unique and distinct animation, which really catches your eye. It's very colorful, bright, and very fun to look at. The action scenes in the show also look great because of this great animation, and this is a very important thing, especially when I was a kid. I would sometimes go through different channels on TV and I would see maybe a new cartoon and I would stop to check it out, and if the animation wasn't good, I would maybe misjudge it, because animation doesn't have to be perfect always, and then I would switch to another channel because I just simply didn't like the animation in that cartoon. So this specific animation on DuckTales is something that if I was a kid and I was looking through TV and I saw that, I would definitely stop and check it out. It's definitely eye-catching, it's distinct, it's unique, and it's so much fun to look at for kids and adults. I love it, it's great. Second thing is the characters, something that is extremely important in any show or a movie, because if the plot is great but the characters aren't, then it is just not that great or fun to watch, because I have to have characters that I would love to root for. So here the characters are awesome. Scrooge McDuck is the same old greedy uncle who, despite being the richest duck in the world, does not waste a penny of it. But I think here they give an explanation because they tell some stories of his background, how he actually came to this wealth. He was a shoe shiner as a kid and he basically worked as hard as he could for every penny he made. So it does make sense that he's very careful with his money. But despite of all this money thing, it's not in your eye. It's not like, oh my god, look at him, he's so greedy and he's unlikable. Here, it's not like that. Scrooge is a very likable character because at the surface of all of this greediness or anything, he is a loving uncle and he's ready to sacrifice anything for his family. And it really makes him very likable and you actually care for Uncle Scrooge. And he's actually one of my favorite characters. Huey, Dewey, and Louie are the triplets whom you can barely tell apart from one another in the previous show, but here they finally decided to give them some personality, and Huey is the nerdy one, Dewey is the adventurous one, Louie is the lazy one, but this personality does look a little cliche. You're like, oh my god, nerd, adventurous, and lazy, but it's not in your eye. It's not like, look, he's a nerd, he constantly says some nerdy things and it's very annoying. No, all of the characters are extremely likable despite their cliches or flaws or whatever. And yeah, these guys are awesome. Donald Duck is the same old clumsy Donald, but again, he's a loving uncle who actually raised Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and they show a lot of appreciation for him, and that's very sweet. We also have a lot of other awesome characters like Webby, and she isn't just a girl version of the triplets, she actually has a personality and a character arc that is building upon every episode. Not every episode, but there's a plot going in the background with her as well, so it's really great. Then we have Mrs. Bickley, we have Launchpad, and we have Gyro, and so many more characters that I won't spoil. I want you to guys watch it and discover on your own. It's so much fun. They have so many great fun characters. It's a blast. And on top of this, the voice acting is 10 out of 10. David Tennant as Scrooge McDuck, in my opinion, nails it. He's great. I can't really unhear his voice as Scrooge. It's such a amazing casting choice. Disney, you did a great job. Other guys are also great, but specifically I want to talk about one more voice actor, which just blows my mind. Flint Glomgold, who's the main kind of the nemesis of Scrooge McDuck. He's awesome, and he's voiced by Keith Ferguson. Keith, you are a genius. His voice is a music to my ear. That perfect accent, and every time Glomgold speaks, it comes off amazing.
Ha! You thought you had me, Scrooge, huh? Pretending to be a bot in my dreams? Nice try!
It's great, I love it. Third thing is a plot/episode, so we get it. The characters are great. What about the episodes? Are they fun to watch? And let me tell you, I didn't feel bored watching any of the episodes. Every one of them, each and every single one of them, is a blast. DuckTales have such a big encyclopedia of variety of different episodes. There are fun, adventurous episodes, and then there are episodes that are building the main plot. Yes, there's a greater plot in this show that evolves every season. Obviously, I'm not going to spoil what that plot is, but it's definitely something that hasn't been explored before, something that makes sense and is very interesting to watch. And other than this greater plot, we have episodes that are building the character arc. Like I said, Webby has a character arc that is building, and there are more and more characters that have their own arcs going on in the background, and it's great. And every episode is connected. Even the most random, fun, adventurous episodes, you will see a detail or a character from it in later episodes, which makes it more fun to watch because you actually feel this big DuckTales world building. There are a lot of clever and creative episodes in the new DuckTales reboot, and I will not spoil it for you guys because I want you to watch it on your own and explore it. However, I want to talk about just one episode, and it is about Darkwing Duck. Yes, it's about the fact that this actor, Jim Starlin, who played Darkwing Duck in the original show, is now older and he's not famous anymore. He literally has like 1 or 2 fans. And there is a studio out there who's making a new movie about Darkwing Duck, and Jim Starlin wants to star in it. It is such a fun and clever episode. And Darkwing Duck is a persona that is actually mentioned in this show. I won't say anything more, but this episode is just a blast. And there are so many more episodes just like this in the new DuckTales reboot. So when it comes to the episodes, you will not be bored. Even the most plain, simple episodes have some creative, clever twists, and it's always very surprising. Fourth thing is the meaning. Now, the characters are great, episodes are great, this show is awesome. And to top it all off, there's a meaning in this show, and I think that the recurring theme here is definitely the value of family. Because as I've already mentioned when I was talking about the characters, these characters do have flaws in their own personalities, but at the end of the day, they are one big family. Everybody who lives in the McDuck mansion are one big family, and every one of them are ready to sacrifice anything for each other, and you feel that bond in every episode. It's such a great thing to watch. I think family values is definitely a great topic to talk about, and in this show, everybody actually says the same thing, that the greatest strength of Scrooge McDuck isn't his money and his wealth, it's his family, because they're always beside him. And literally, if not his family, Scrooge wouldn't have won all the battles he's faced. His family is beside him, and because of that, they can all win every battle together. Other than this big family value meaning, there are also episodes that talk about different stuff, like there are episodes where Scrooge McDuck talks about his past, and the topic there is definitely about persistence and hard work. And I think it's a topic that is great not only for kids, but definitely for adults, because, you know, hard work and persistence is stuff that get you through life. Overall, the new DuckTales reboot hits every point in my book. It has great animation, great characters, great episodes, and a very heartwarming meaning. And also there are a lot of references to some classic iconic movies. Like in the Darkwing Duck episode, they explore the fact that the new comic book movies are a little darker, and they try to be darker and have a meaning and a very like deep philosophical stuff. And it's definitely fun to watch, and there are a lot of episodes like this in this show. And that's what makes this new reboot amazing. This show fully satisfied me. I liked every single episode. I liked everything about it, and I think it is definitely worth your time. If you're looking for a new adventurous, fun, animated show, this is for you. Check it out. You will not be disappointed. So that's it for this video, guys. Let me know down in the comments below, have you seen the new DuckTales reboot? It is not that new. It actually came out in 2017, but Season 2 was completed this year, and the third one is on its way, so it is new. So let me know down in the comments below your opinion about the new reboot, or what do you think about the old show? Did you grow up with it? What do you think about it? I want to know your opinion, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you didn't, you can leave a dislike, and if you don't want to miss my other movie and TV show related videos, subscribe to this channel, and bye!